Welcome to Seller Finance Consultants, the new shift in real estate finance. After you view this quick presentation, you'll be well armed with what you must know, not only to be fully compliant with new Dodd-Frank laws that are in effect as of now in 2014, but also to leverage it for maximum profit in your business. Here's an overview of our actual unique process. The ending, you'll notice, which is something to feel good about, is that in seller financing, if done correctly, and we do it correctly, everyone does actually win. In seller financing, the seller becomes the bank, the buyer makes a down payment, and the balance becomes a loan. Here, you clearly see that the fact is that up through the 90s, seller financing dominated the real estate market, and once again, it has returned to begin another run in 2014. A quick snapshot of the real estate market today obviously and clearly supports that buyers are overwhelmingly and increasingly not qualifying for traditional financing for the many reasons you already know. And experts collectively predict this trend to just continue. There are now 3 laws that impact this space. With the exception of some very narrow exemptions, those involved with seller finance transactions absolutely must be in compliance and abide by these 3 laws. The first of which is the S.A.F.E Act in 2008, which required the registration and licensing at the federal level of mortgage loan originators. The second, at the state level, those operating in California, was the California Arranger of Credit Requirements and Stipulations in 2011. This essentially stated that an arranger of credit must disclose certain loan terms and issues. This also led to licensing issues and the requirement of licensees for those involved in and around this space. And finally, last but certainly not least, the granddaddy of them all, the Dodd-Frank Financial Reform Act, passed in 2010, now in effect in 2014 as of January 10th, requires that those involved in now seller financing transactions must be registered and licensed by the NMLS, as would any other lender or any individual involved in lender financing. And of course, once again, you and everyone in and around real estate, specifically real estate financing, are already aware of what's happening and what's to come. There are many absolutely, completely, entirely false myths about seller financing. And we know this to be the case because seller financing as a sales solution has already dominated the market. Again, for a quick review, we help the seller become the bank. Next, through the Dodd-Frank 2014 federally compliant disclosure process, we help you with the note and security instrument. And next, we will walk you through the necessary underwriting process. We then help you through affiliated escrow and title companies to facilitate the money to exchange hands. Really, the icing on the cake to all this, and really the best part of seller financing, is the numerous valuable benefits. For the seller, you can see there's a substantial savings on closing costs, repair credits, and fees. Parties negotiate interest rate, repayment schedule, and other conditions of the loan, the deferment of capital gains taxes, and keeping equity at work in a time of very low income and low retirement income, especially at interest rates much higher than what the bank is paying, in what we really call hassle-free, better than rent income. And the benefits go on. If the buyer stops paying, the seller keeps everything and gets the property back. That would include the down payment. If the seller or heirs need money, they can sell all or part of a note for cash, which is safer, smarter, better estate planning. Fast sales and maximization of sales price by offering terms, adding liquidity to properties and selling properties that don't qualify for bank financing and avoiding repairs, and the property being sold as is. Broker benefits: increasing the number of listings you take, increasing the number of escrows you close, saving lost sales through knowing other ways great ways, creative ways to structure transactions, broadening the base of potential buyers for your listings, and of course, picking up new buyers that can't otherwise get into a property, having a great reputation, and of course, referrals, having faster closings, and of course, bigger commissions. And the numbers just don't lie. They clearly show that even 4 years ago, the growth in this sales strategy has already long since tripled in volume. This is extremely fast, sharp growth. You too can rely on seller finance consultants as your leader in seller finance. Whether you are a real estate agent, an attorney, title or escrow agent, loan officer, seller, or buyer, we will assist you too in navigating this tricky space through consulting, transaction structuring, and federal law compliance. Because as you can easily see, there are 8 different seller finance strategies. Each one has different benefits for those involved. Most definitely, it is highly essential to use the right strategy for the right unique individual scenario. One size does not fit all. Here's an overview of our actual unique process. The ending, you'll notice, which is something to feel good about, is that in seller financing, if done correctly, and we do it correctly, everyone does actually win.